always remember what year it was written in. But they could be bitter and angry towards God. God, why did that loved one that I was believing God for? I was talking to someone years ago, and she had lost her mom, and I don't know what that's like, but she said she questioned who God was because she lost her mom. Same with C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is, some people have identified him as the greatest apologist that has ever, that kind of work, his work is classic. I don't know if I would agree because I haven't read every apologist in the world, but he started his discourse by not believing in God. And the reason why he said he didn't believe in God because someone told him if he prayed, he was raised in kind of a Christian environment, but it wasn't like relational Christian, more like religious type of thing. And then he was told that if he prayed, that God would heal his mom. And so he prayed, and his mom still passed away when he was, I think, it was a teenager. And his view of God was that God was this angry God who was distant, who was unconcerning about who he was or his life. And he started not believing God because of that. And so thank God that God was able to get a hold of C.S. Lewis and his work and how his mindset is to be able to address Christianity from apologist standpoint is remarkable. But I say that to say his view of God had to do with his laws, and you will find that people can be offended, and it's difficult when an offense of excuse me, an offense comes and people don't understand, so they're bitter at God. Another place where offense comes is just through the fall of man. The fall of man. At the very beginning, when Satan deceived Adam and Eve, that is where offense began. It is when we begin to listen to an alternative voice because offense is going to always tell you that God cannot be trusted. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. The spirit of offense is always going to convey try to tell you that God cannot be trusted. And it's going to give you what we call reasoning or suggestive reasoning. If God is good, why did my loved one die? If God is good, why am I still having to wait? If God is good, why am I in pain? And it's suggestive reasoning to suggest because I struggle and because I've gone through things, God must not be real. And it's not true. C.S. Lewis asked the question to people who don't believe. They said that he began his discourse and he said how there's some people that don't believe God can be good or God is real because of pain. If God is so good and if he is so gracious, then why does he allow people